Hi guys, welcome to MTG Dungeon. Thanks for tuning in to our channel. We wanted to let you know that our local store, our LGS, Play Live Nation, is hosting a PPTQ here in Yakima, Washington on September 23rd. The format is modern. Registration is $25. Registration for decks and sign-up tournament starts at 11 a.m., then the tournament starts at noon. We hope to see you guys there. Yep. Where can you find us?
I say if you want to follow us on Twitter, Twitch, or Instagram, we'll have the links posted down below. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do that. And remember to turn on notifications so you see when we post new content. Enjoy the match, guys.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to MTG Dungeon. Here today with our commentator, Ben.
What's good?
Today's match is Bant taking turns versus humans.
Why did you decide to play Bant taking turns?
So I saw a version of the deck online, and it looked fun. And we get to abuse planeswalkers, which, I mean, I love planeswalkers, so I was like, yeah, we'll go ahead and give this one a try.
But creatures.
I mean, the only creatures I played in the other deck was Tri-Builder, Primetime, and Snapcaster, so I mean...
But creatures.
Snapcasters and Bant taking turns?
Creatures!
I mean, that's the human's job.
Yes.
They just procreate and just infest the board.
They do that. Not as well as other things, but they do that. They hit hard.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Alright, who's favored, though?
So I believe humans would be favored because of main board Thalia, Kitesail Freebooters, and Meddling Mages. Also, the fact that they can just put a ridiculously fast clock on you.
It's true. Alright, we got turn 1 Hollow Fountain from our Turbo Fog, or Taking Turns player, not Turbo Fog. Because you don't run fogs in this.
I do not.
Yes, you're about the board wipes and the walkers and
I'm about abusing things.
Value Town.
Yep.
That's all you want to do.
So turn 1 Hierarch also seems a very good play from humans.
Yep. So when you see a turn 1 Hierarch, either they don't have a better turn 1 play, or you're going to see a 3-drop on turn 2.
Yeah.
In my opinion, unless you're ramping out to a 3-drop, if you have a choice, pick the other thing. So if you don't have a 3-drop to ramp into, like play a champion, play an Aether Vial, those things. Like setting up getting Aether Vial online is really valuable,
yeah.
And Champion of the Parish just plays naturally into your game plan, which is hit hard.
Yes.
And it's harder to do that if Champion's out later.
Yeah.
So you're just looking to get your immediate value and hit super hard.
Yeah.
And if you have both like Champion and Noble Hierarch, you play Champion first, and then you play a Noble Hierarch. It gives it a counter, and you still attack for 3.
Yep. So another Hollow Fountain to play for the Taking Turns player, obviously me. Looks like a Narset in hand, and well, we'll find out what the hand is.
Got lands and planeswalkers and a verdict.
Yep.
I would personally be looking at taking that Supreme Verdict.
I mean, I would as well. That's the card that obviously, like, I can't play Teferi next turn, so he's not a threat. Narset doesn't really do anything to the board, so Supreme Verdict is definitely one I would be looking at as well. I think double checking to see if you can take planeswalkers, and I believe Kitesail Freebooter says non-creature, so planeswalkers.
Non-creature and non-land.
Oh, God. And that
pretty common to have that non-land part.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if you could just start taking like any card. That's when Magic gets really degenerative.
Yeah.
Oh, and a Meddling Mage
with perfect information.
Yep.
That's how you want to do Meddling Mage.
So, I think I would have personally played it a little differently. I might have just taken like the Teferi with the Kitesail and named Meddling Mage on the Supreme Verdict. Looks like we're going to fetch. Debating if I want to shock or not.
So since you don't have your Supreme Verdict anymore, Are you just looking probably to jam out Narset and try to get something off of Narset and prevent damage?
Possibly if she swings at Narset, I'm like, Narset goes to 6. I mean, like, she doesn't have 6 power on the board. Or 7, excuse me. Doesn't have 7 power on the board. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, and we get a path off the top. Alright, that's pretty good for us. Because we can path the freebooter and get the Supreme Verdict back and cast it.
I hate it.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, that line of play wouldn't have changed the Meddling Mage plan, because I would just path the Meddling Mage and then cast Supreme. So, this time it didn't matter too much, but there are instances where that can matter.
Oh, and then a follow-up.
Alright,
that seems pretty good.
That seems fine, yeah. Oh, Utopia Sprawl, path, and Teferi. Alright.
Teferi's name, so path is really the only thing that we're going to entertain here.
Yeah. And I was like, that seems fine. Just see the human matchup just feels kind of like bad for me, because of these kind of things. Like, hey, we're just going to turn off your deck for a while and just beat you in the face for 3.
So at this point, do you think the Narset is scary enough to target with your creatures?
I don't. At this point, no, because like you might, if I'm on the human side and I don't know this is taking turns deck, I might think this is like a Bant control deck, because what I've seen is Path, Supreme, Teferi, and then Narset and Utopia Sprawl. So I'm probably thinking like, this is probably like some kind of Bant control deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Narset would be scary at that point. So we're gonna -2 Narset. The next instant or sorcery I cast gains a rebound.
No, that's not until end of turn?
No, it just says it might be until end of turn.
Oh, well, you have one, right?
I do, yes. I have a Time Warp, so that's gonna get rebounded. Which rebound is you exile it, and you can cast it for free at the beginning of your upkeep. So take my additional turn. I get to recast Time Warp.
Oh, we got a cheater.
So we'll have an additional turn after this as well. So plus Narset. This is non-creature, non-land. So I get a Garruk, because that is a non-creature, non-land card. And we will play the Garruk. Looks like we're gonna untap 2 lands, one of them being the Utopia Sprawled Forest, and we will pass turn. And then I get my additional turn, which is, we top doing the Time Warp, which is really good for us. We also, we have a Cryptic Command? We drew a Cryptic Command.
That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Time Warp. So I'm like, so I have to do this in a weird way, because if I Cryptic Command the freebooter back, she has an Aether Vial. So I'm a little afraid of that, I guess, because Instance Kite Sail is just never good.
That's amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, it's not good for me. Let me clarify this. So, okay, there we go. So then -1 on the Narset for a rebound Time Warp. So, like, at this point, my deck is just kind of going off.
That's another Time Warp.
Oh, man. So, we cast Supreme Verdict. And I will get my Path to Exile back. Yay! So I mean, I can get 5 mana because Utopia Sprawl is named Blue, or I can just untap those 2 lands too as well. Oh, I think that was a misplay on my part. I upticked Narset instead of minusing to rebound. Oh, okay, we're just gonna cast Teferi. All right, that also seems fine.
All right. Well,
because then, like I said, I have the additional turn. That's right. Oh. This deck just gets a little ridiculous sometimes. Serum Vision, gonna draw, scry 2.
Temporal Mastery and Forest.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to take an extra turn. Get more loyalty on your planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I don't really see how you lose at this point.
I don't think it'd be very difficult. I would have to misplay because I can just start ticking down on Garuk and making 3/3 beasts. So we'll draw. So we draw the Temporal Mastery. Obviously, it wasn't the first card I drew for the turn, so I can't miracle it. So we uptick Garuk to get to our 7. So we minus our set and cast Temporal Mastery. We did have to look up the ruling on this because Temporal Mastery does exile itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to look up what the ruling was for Rebound. And Rebound said if it would be put into a graveyard, instead exile it. So unfortunately, I don't get 2 turns from this. I only get 1 because it exiles itself. It doesn't go to the graveyard.
Well, that's the ruling that I gave you.
And I double checked afterwards as well, and that is the correct ruling.
Oh, cool.
So
I got it right.
Yeah.
All right, I got a Judge question right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then
the way I thought about it when you asked me was, pretty much what you just said. It's looking to go to the grave. The rebound's looking for the card to go to the graveyard, and then it replaces going to the graveyard with exiling it and then casting it from exile.
Yes.
But Temporal Mastery already makes it so it doesn't go to the graveyard.
Correct.
So since it checks to see if a spell went to the graveyard off a rebound, and there is no spell that went to the graveyard, nothing is being rebound.
Correct. So it just says exile, and I only get 1 turn, which makes me sad.
Doesn't make me sad. Not even a little bit.
It's because you're one of those dirty, rotten, filthy human players.
Not in this tournament. This tournament, I'm not a filthy humans player.
No, you're just a degenerate, Jawsy player.
Why play fair?
I mean, this is also... Alright, so... downtick on our set. Looks like we top drew another Time Warp, so we'll get 2 turns.
Yeah! I'm already bored! No.
So we'll minus from Garuk, make a 3/3 beast. Uptick to Fairy, draw additional card. Looks like that's a search for Escanta.
Yes.
That's a pretty good one to draw.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so then we'll untap, cast Time Warp off the Rebound, search for Escanta trigger. And a Path to Exile, that's fine. Search for Escanta flips into a land that finds me more take turn cards.
If at this point, if you actually probably as of 2 turns ago, 2 or 3 of this guy's turns ago, as the humans player in this match, the only reason to really stay in this match, in my opinion, is just to get more information.
I think it's fair.
If you don't know what you're playing against.
Yeah.
But if you have a pretty good idea of what you need to play around, you can save some time, just pick up your cards, because this is a pretty much a soft lock.
Yeah, especially with that cryptic command off of Search for Escanta. So hoping for another Time Warp, but we got denied. But let's try again. And so the reason I also looked at the top, it wasn't an Escanta trigger because I do have the Miracle cards. So the ruling is if it touches your hand, then you can no longer cast it for its Miracle cost.
Yes.
And Ultimate Fairy, because that's just fairy magic.
Yep.
So unfortunately, Narset does not say draw; it says put it into your hand. And search for Escanta, sure, why not? So attack for 6.
I don't think humans missed a land drop on any of their turns. So this was you going off on turn 5.
Yeah. So looks like we're digging with search for Escanta. That's a Snapcaster Mage.
That seems good.
That does seem good.
But you don't want that.
I can't grab
take it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, now I'm saying.
Is that a secure waste? in
No.
hand? I thought I saw that.
Well, it's probably a path. So make an additional beast and pass. Because with Garruk on 4, I can just ultimate him, make my 3/3/6/6s with trample. So it should be able to swing for 18. I don't think she can absorb enough damage from that to be able to survive.
Yeah, probably not. She's looking for stuff.
Yep.
Cycling her horizon canopies.
Yep. I was like, freebooter, I'm like, okay.
Well, that does resolve. You can't stop that.
I can't, but I can path it while its triggers on the stack. And then like, here's my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a cryptic. She's like, Thalia. And I was like, alright, well that makes me sad.
How's that for cryptic?
I only have 4 mana, so it doesn't work out well for me. So draw a card, exile Thalia, ultimate Garruk, and attack for 18. I did not feel comfortable that game 1.
You didn't?
No, I mean, like, when it's a double Kitesail freebooter plus a meddling mage, like, I feel like I should not have won that game. I got very lucky on some top draws. But also, humans is just way better out of the sideboard against me.
There are a lot of tools.
Like, Reflector Mage, dead card against me. Like, oh look, they become Sin Collectors, or Kembles, or Direfleet Daredevils. Like, it's just like, alright.
Direfleet Daredevil's probably just okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it replaces the dead cards.
Mm-hmm.
So. And I mean, like, if she ever gets, to 7 mana, like, look, she can take an extra turn. Yay!
Ooh. Doesn't look like she grabbed Kemble.
Ooh. Oh, I mean, it is a 1-of in the sideboard?
It is a 1-of in the sideboard.
Okay, so that's not...
I would still bring it in.
You still bring it in, but I don't feel like that's a huge mistake. Also, this is her 3rd tournament, probably, right? 2nd?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah. I know she's a... the humans player is Janet. She used to play Merfolk, and then we ended up switching to humans. And I mean, both decks' play style is similar.
Get dudes.
Get dudes, make them big swing.
Yep.
But with the Merfolk, you did have the option of like being able to counter things or interact, I guess, a little better with instants and sorceries. You also can do some really degenerative things with like Mara Regery. Like untapping Aether Vials multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, let's talk about it. What happened to you?
So, I mean, this was years and years and years ago. A Merfolk, they got a Mara Regery. I wasn't able to answer it. And they were able to cast... Because when you cast a spell? Oh, I can't remember his exact wording for Mara Regery.
I don't remember either. It's cast or ETB, one of the two.
Yeah. He was able to get... to tap and untap Aether Vial 4 times, and each of them was a lord. It's just like...
Oh, lordy lord!
Right? I was like, yeah, I'm done. that was a fun game. Thank you for beating the face for 20 with 2 creatures.
Hey. He did it with blue cards.
He did, which, I mean, that's appreciated. Alright, so... I see a Garruk, and...
Snapkeep! Best planeswalker ever, Garruk Relentless.
Get out of here with that.
Best planeswalker ever, Garruk.
No.
Well, Wild Speaker, not Relentless.
I was like,
Relentless.
I was like, get out of here with
a
that.
Different one. Garruk Wild Speaker, best planeswalker ever.
He was hands down the best planeswalker out of the original 5.
He's the best planeswalker ever. He's the coolest. He's the awesomest. He does the coolest things.
Isn't he dead?
No, he is not, as far as I know. And then they replaced it with a stupid green elf. Ugh.
So it looks like it's 6 lands and a Narset. Come at me, Kitesail Freeboot, to see what happens.
That's right.
Turn away the Vial makes me a little sad. Hey, that's a Time Warp.
Alright, let's see if you live to turn 5. You probably will.
I don't feel like that's a good plan against humans. Like, just make it to turn 5. Hey, look, freebooter! Okay, do you want a time warp or a Narsec? 'Cause the rest of it's land.
Take the thing that you can play sooner.
Right. Take the thing that I abused the crap out of. Yeah, that seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Narset got me like 4 extra turns.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a valid card to tell me no on.
I'd take it just because I think it's better than taking Time Warp in that situation.
Yeah.
Comes down a turn earlier.
Yeah. Hey, it's a fetch land. I'm gonna play a fetch land to keep information hidden. I think she missed a Aether voucher. Okay.
She did. That's okay.
That's,
Probably.
yeah. I mean, she could have had a free turn too. So I mean, we'll see what's in her hand. Oh.
More information. All right.
Yeah.
No cards.
I have no cards.
No cards other than land.
Whoa! I'm not paying 5 life for a fetch land.
Now with that attitude, you're not.
By the way, I have dealt more damage to myself than humans players dealt to me.
How does that make you feel?
Kind of bad. But also, I'm like, yeah, I'm not on a clock currently, so...
Yeah, you are.
I mean, I'm not on a fast clock.
No, you're not.
Currently. I'm waiting for that Mantis Rider. Hey, that's a good top draw.
Probably one of the best.
Yeah. Playing the fetch land. Alright. Interval up to 2. She's... No!
Thalia!
No! I don't want to see Thalia.
Yeah, makes a top deck Supreme Verdict not doable.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't want to see Thalia.
Good play, humans.
Boo. Sadness on this deck. Sadness resolves. I don't know what it was, but I'm thinking about it.
Must be good.
It must be.
Must be borderline good.
Right? I was like, I don't remember. I keep it. Thanks for not showing the camera me.
You say you're welcome.
Apparently. Oh, Utopia Sprawl.
I guess that it is okay and also should cost you 1 more mana.
Yes. Pretty sure. Yes, it should because of the Italia, which.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I caught it. I'm not doing anything else this turn, so it doesn't affect me too much.
But if you had other things to do, you're saying you would cheat?
Oh, Meddling Mage. All right.
Well, I guess I would personally be naming Supreme Verdict just because I don't want my creatures to die.
That seems like a good one.
Is that what
we'll
it's named?
Find out. We were smart this time. I can't read that. I think it's Time Warp. I think it's Time Warp. It's Time Warp or Teferi.
To find warp.
Yeah. Right.
Hero.
I mean, Teferi would also be another good one to name as well here. Because I mean, Teferi can just like put stuff on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 cards in the graveyard. All right, play a land. I don't know what I drew.
I don't know what you drew either.
We're about to find out. I think it's a Garruk. That's how I'm tapping the green. Yeah, it's a Garruk. I'll make a 3/3 beast. Take less beats.
That's not really super scary.
It's not, but it stops Thalia and Meddling Mage from swinging it.
Yep, sure does. So at this point, she should.
Is that another freebooter?
I mean, probably. Who knows?
Well, she knows the one card I have in my hand, so there's no point in playing it. She can Aether Violet in during my upkeep. It's a Direfleet Daredevil, so a no value one. She's just trying to put the clock on. Which so I go to 7. So I do point out that the beasts are 3/3s. So she's like, okay, I don't want to attack with Thalia. Okay.
It goes for you.
Yes.
Okay, well that's good for you.
It is, and I think that going after if I don't find an answer, she can swing all out, and I think I'm dead next turn, right? Because I can block one of it. And I'd go to 1 next turn if she swings all out. No, I had an additional beast. I mean,
I think that getting rid of the planeswalker just would have been better.
probably because now I have additional blocker. Dollars Lieutenant, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That definitely changes things.
This should seal the deal.
It should.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I do have a mystery card in hand.
Hopefully it's everything that you need.
Yep. So it looks like she just swings with the 2. I think she was afraid of like a Settle the Wreckage, so she's playing around it. Which I think it's a fair one because like my board state isn't really good. So it's like, well, Serum Visions. So because one for you. Oh, that's a cryptic. It's gonna buy me a turn. Oh, and a Temporal Mastery off the top.
Alrighty then.
All right. I bought myself a turn.
You're back in this game for a little bit.
For a little bit. It's like, yeah, I will untap that land. It's like, pass turn. So I'm just like, I'm not quite there for, well, with the Serum Visions, I think I'll have a Scanta. Oh, it's a Mantis Rider. That's not. So she's like, so I'm like, so hang on. I have things to you declaring combat. So I'm like,
Alright, so I like tapping the team and getting your Time Warp.
I think that's what I end up doing. I think initially I was going to tap the team and draw, but then I remembered that. I guess it wouldn't matter because it's a Temporal Mastery. It would be the first card I drew for that turn.
Yeah, but you would guarantee playing that for 3 on your next turn,
Yeah.
and then on your next free turn, you just get a Time Warp, so you could just start getting real value off from your Gurk.
Okay, I think it's confusing because I said like tap team draw, and I was like, wait, no, we're gonna bounce him and tap the team, and this was like, all right, so you're bouncing him. What was the other mode? And it was like, oh, tapping the team. So we had a little confusion. So search. I was gonna keep it on top. We're gonna miracle it. I'm pretty sure I have to pay the additional 1 for the Thalia, even for the miracle cost. So that's why I tapped 3.
It just says non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty blanket statement. Additional costs
Yeah.
would fall under that.
So, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, Seasons Past. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 1-of in the deck, and it's because like you're able to get back like Time Warps, Cryptic Commands. So I'm like, I'll get back Cryptic, Serum, and that. I feel I should have casted the Time Warp first, and then just got it back with Seasons Past.
Mhm.
I think that was a misplay on my part as well. But so we're just gonna. So Miku Koru's fine. So I'm able to swing for because her team's tapped down. She does have an Aether Vial. I'm able to start being aggressive. I'm not 100% sure we're. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Right?
I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to do too.
Alright, so I'm floating 5 mana, upticking Garuk. And we're going to cast Cryptic Command. Bouncing. Oh, Camilla Midge is naming Time Warp, so that's why I couldn't cast it. Alright.
Okay. That makes some more sense.
Okay, yeah. That's I understand why I didn't cast it last turn. So then Time Warp. So the reason I think I did it that way was because she doesn't get priority back after the Cryptic Command resolves. So then I can still cast Time Warp before she Aether Vials it back in, name Time Warp again.
Got it.
That took me a second to figure out as well. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what I drew.
Something good.
Right? That's a Nexus of Fate.
All right, and you can see her body language. She's in. Yep, that happens.
Yeah. And I need to start bringing coloring books. Here you go. Alright, so we attack for 6. So, draw... Oh, I think it was a temporal mastery, but because I went to my hand, the rule is that you can't cast it for its miracle cost. So, Ultimate Garuk, swing for 12, trample. It was a temporal mastery. That was... I need to play better. But... So I'm like, 12 damage. She's like, well, I can Aether Vial. I'm like, okay, yep, no worries. I'm like, let's see if you can prevent enough of the damage.
She'd have to prevent 4. That's 12, 5 of it with one creature.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening.
I don't think it is either. Because you guys don't play like Path in the Sideboard or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay. And then, I mean, like, if a Reflector Mage would be able to do it if they were still in. Because you can bounce block.
No, that's it.
Alright. So taking turns in 2.